Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy John Scratch doing another video, which is actually a re-upload due to my last video is was too low and nobody couldn't really hear me. So I'm redoing this video once again to pretty much do a review of the phone I got right now for Boost Mobile. It's the LG G Stylo. Going to read some of the reviews on boostmobile.com and also see the phones that I'm interested in, the Samsung Galaxy J7 and the LG Stylo 2, on why I want these phones and what I see so far, and get y'all opinion on which phone should I get. And I'm going to explain, the little things as well, like all three phones at that I don't like or it's important to me or it's a plus. However you want to do it. Excuse how I'm talking. I'm kind of trying to speed this up because I got to work in the morning and then I got to get my rest. But I'm gonna talk about this phone I got right now. I'm finna pull up the specs on boostmobile.com. Where is it? Where is it? Down here somewhere. Here it is. Right next to the tribute to. You might not see my face because Boost Mobile screens is black, but for this phone, I had it about a year. Now this is my second Stylo phone because the first one I bought off eBay, which I should never did, but you find good stuff on eBay. And when I bought the Stylo from eBay, it was already like Android 5.1, I think. So it was on the KitKat, and I wanted to update my Android, and I couldn't do it. Like, I thought it wasn't 5.1, it was 5.02. So it was already rooted, and I couldn't unroot it. And looking at the videos for Android Aloha and Dominic, I don't know what's your YouTube name, but his real name is Dominic. He's trying to unroot it, but didn't work out. And then my phone got broke while I was on vacation, and I went and bought me another one. So overall, I had it for a year, but this phone I had for about 4 months now, and I enjoyed it from the beginning. From when I had the first stylo, my first stylo that is, to this one, I really enjoyed it because it was a big size. It's a phablet. It fit me. You see my hands. They got my hands are kind of big, so it fits my hands perfectly. The camera is great, and plus the battery. Like, I could go all day. If I'm not on it, I could go all day, and it'll probably go down to from 100 to about 65% if I don't be on it. But looking at the features now, they have the Android 6.0 Marshmallow, the 5.7 HD IPS touchscreen display with a corner Gorilla Glass, which is a plus. That means your glass will not break if you drop it. Not from a far distance, but like, you know how it instantly break from coming out your pocket. That's not really a bad fall, but it could break. With this phone, it won't. Pretty much you got the SD card up to 32 gigs. The battery, like I said, and it's a very good phone. There are pros and cons to it, and I will write my review on here. I'll also give you a review right here as well. Overall rating for this phone on Boost Mobile is a 3.1.5. Well, excuse me, it's a 3.1 out of 5, and 51% of the customers would recommend this product. So let's see the reviews. I'm going to read the most helpful reviews and also the most critical reviews, and I might read the first three. And I'm also going to talk about the stars Looking at it, it's a 5-star. All the 5 stars, it got about 206. Provides the 1 star. It's pretty high for be that type of phone. It's a 192, and that's kind of bad in a way. But like I said, overall rating is a 3.1 out of 5, average that is. So pretty much overall, it's not a bad phone. But I'm gonna tell you my issues and everything after I talk about these reviews. The most helpful, favorable review is everyone's saying this phone is not good. Need to learn how to use it properly. I had this phone for a few days and I'm very impressed with it. The quality built, the camera, all of it really. You don't need any cleaner, just the built-in app killer, the square button on your phone. And in the storage session, your phone hit the cliche and clear it. It's not that hard, people. Oh, don't kill your phone with apps that don't move to the SD card. I mean, a little common sense could help you out here. I love it. Pros, camera, screen size, build quality. Yes, I will recommend this product. And it's true. You know, she do make a good point. Don't try to kill this phone because it's only 8 gigs of storage, 1 gig of RAM. So if you're not really a big pin to, apps or games, you just want something with a good camera and a nice size and a good look to it, just a good phone. For the critical, obviously, it's the same thing I got, but I'm going to read it. Oh my God, it's a lot of reading. Like, literally, this is a lot of reading. I'm just going to read, like, the first 3 paragraphs. I'm going to try to read it as fast as I could, but I'm not a great talker, but I'm going to do the best I could. Boost wanted the LG G Stylo to provide as an alternate to the Samsung Galaxy Note 4 at an affordable price. Yes, the Stylo had the same huge 5.7-inch screen as the Note, and the Stylo look is stylish, looking much like the wonderful but expensive LG G4, which I agree. I think it's more of an alternate G4. So if like you can't get the G4, this is be the phone for you because it looks just like it, just with a stylus. I think the G4 got a stylus too, but I'm not sure. With the control balance on the back and under the camera lens, that's a big plus. That's something I love about LG phones when they started, to update their new phones, putting the buttons in the back where you don't get nothing on the side, and I love it. I just enjoy it. That's a big pro for me for all LG phones, period. But Boost failed to put enough memory in their version of the Stylo, meaning, everywhere else the Stylo is, like with T-Mobile, Petro, PCS, Cricket, Virgin Mobile, I think they got it. They all got 16 gigs of storage, 2 gigs of RAM. Where Boost Stylo is the only one with 1 gig and 8 gigs of storage. So, pretty much in this version, it says causing it to quickly run out of room for apps and games, run slowly, and finally freeze up and become useless paperweight. That's true. That's one of my problems I have with this phone. It lags a lot. The storage split, I don't have that much storage because I get that little notice that some of your storage you running low. Some of these will not work because of that, and I be trying to clear it up by cleaning up the data and the cliches and all that, and it still be there, and I'm tired of doing that every time. And then another problem I had with the Stylo is, granted, I do have a lot of apps and I like to multitask. This is a thing that bothers me. One, Snapchat. I be on Snapchat a lot. You can follow me on Snapchat in the description. And every time I try to do like a video, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It won't pop up. It'll freeze up, or the audio will be playing, but the video will be froze up. And then I can't even bring up the text part where I could, add a caption to it. I can't even do that. It's just don't want to pull the keyboard up. And lately, it does do that. And I don't know if it's just me, but if I ever since I had switched to the Google keyboard, I didn't have that much problem. It'll pop up, but it still be lagging. I'll be typing what I want to say, and it will not come up, and it'll stay like that for about a good 5 to 10 seconds, and then it'll come up. And then by then, the phone, well, the app will completely go away. Like it foreclosed big time, and that's a big problem I had. So pretty much what this person was saying, it's pretty much a useless paperweight. So overall, my pros and cons real quick: good camera, good battery, good size, nice looking phone. My cons is not enough storage, it lags, and the keyboard. And there's another thing also, and then Aloha Android had mentioned about this, about the Stylo. I don't be getting my text messages. Like today it happened that my kid's mother had texted me telling me something. I didn't know nothing about it until I called her. He said, "Did you get my text?" "No, I didn't get your text." I look at it, there it is. But I never got a notification saying I got a text. So that's a big issue. And Aloha Android said it could be you got to update your profile, which I did because when I did a diagnosis test on my phone, it brought up, it was flagged. So when I updated my profile, I think it's called a PRL, something like that, it still doing it. Like I got to keep resetting my phone just to get the text message, and I will not know about it until like I check it. So I'll say I text you and you text back 2 or 3 minutes later. I will not see it if I don't check it. And it happened to me today. Like I had text somebody, they text back at 1 o'clock. I didn't see it till like 5 o'clock. And that's a big downfall. That's a bad thing. But overall, my personal thing, I give it a 2.5 out of 5. I'm not gonna do 10. I'm gonna do 5. I give it a 2.5 out of 5 because it's still a good phone, but it's just to me personally, it's not the phone for me because I need a lot of storage. I do take pictures, I do download games, and I also download music. I don't even got no music on here because I know I don't got that much storage. Granted, I have a 16 gig SD card. I still don't want that stuff to pop up. Like I do a lot of videos, or I save a lot of videos from my Snapchat, and I like to post it up, and that storage icon keep popping up, so I have to delete that video just to clear it up. And it's on my SD card. That's the bad part about it. But overall, I'm not finna sit here and say it's not a bad phone. It's just not the phone for me now. Like since I had it for overall a year, it's time for me to do an upgrade. I had changed from Samsung to LG. Now these phones I'm seeing now, the new phones like the Stylo 2 and J7, I'm very interested in because they're great phones. And I'm still like on the cusp on seeing what I want on both phones. The quick background on the phones I had in the past, I had the very first Galaxy Prevail when Boost started doing Androids. I loved that phone because I had an Android before when I had a contract with T-Mobile, and I loved it. And I would never go to iPhone, never. So since then, since they had brought the Androids to Boost Mobile, I had to get it, and I got the Prevail, and I love that phone. Didn't give me no problems. Then I was like, you know what, I need to get a bigger size. Not like a big phone like everybody else, just a little bit more bigger. Because it was a little bit small, but I see now it's a lot more bigger phones. And I got the HTC, but I didn't really fall in love with it. I liked it, but I didn't fall in love with it till I got the S2. And I fell in love with it. Great camera, great build. I love that phone. But I had a problem with the charger port. It would always break. And it's always been a comment for those S2 and also S3, which I also had as well. And they all was great phones. I love them. Just the charger port kept breaking and it was just not working for me. That's where I switched to LG and I got the Vote 1. Too small, not enough storage, but I mean, with the amount of money you got, that's the best one you could get right now. And then that's when I got the Stylo, and you already know about that background of that. So it's time for me to do an upgrade from this phone. And the two phones I said earlier, the Stylo 2 and the Galaxy J7, caught my eye. One, they both are reasonable price, real reasonable price. Because me personally, I like the S series, the S4, 5, 6, 7, and you know the Notes. I like those phones because they're big and they build quality. But I never got my S3 or the S2 till later on when the price went down. So when the S4 came out, okay, I just want the S3. When the S5 came out, I still want the S3. So when the S6, S7 came out, I'm like, I might go get the S4. But then I see this phone, the J7. I'm like, let me check the specs, which I am reading now. Well, not really. I'm actually got the Stylo 2 up. Let me bring that up real quick. You know, it's a good looking phone. And big shout out to Tulu, Android's Aloha, and Paul Tech for giving me these reviews on these phones. I'm going to talk about the J7 real quick. I normally would talk about the Stylo 2, but I'm going to talk about the J7 because it really caught my eye. The feature is a 5.5 HD super molded display with a 3000 mAh battery. Pretty much it's almost the same as the LG Stylo. Nice battery, and it's ultra power saving mode. That's a big plus. Of course, Android 6.0 Marshmallow, so it's an updated version, like it says on the thing. 2 gigs of RAM and 16 gigs of storage. Wow, that's a lot of memory. So I mean, granted, what I saw in the preview of, I think his name is Dragon Rail. I'm gonna try to pull that up. He said it's already coming. It's Dragon IC Forware. Big shout out to him. He gave a good review on the J7. But you know, with Boost Mobile, they already don't have their personal apps on there, so majority of the storage will be taken. But you could actually delete those apps if you don't want them. To me, I don't really care about them. I don't use them anyway, so I keep them on there just to make it show that I'm got Boost. But you could delete them if you want to. With the specs, batteries removal. You know, nowadays, these batteries are starting to be non-removable, and I can't do that. I need a removable battery because you never know when the battery gonna go out or not. Pretty much a good processor was in the box. It's the only one I know will have their own personal headset in the box. Like I know a few phones to do that, but not a lot. Looking at the reviews, overall rating is a 4.3 out of 5 stars, and 86% of the customers would recommend this product, including the guy I had talked to on one of the Android Aloha Android video. Is big shout out to Nick Sanders. He was telling me about this stuff and big time help. Looking at the stars is 25 5 stars and only one star. Again, it's a 4.5 star overall. So it's good, just based off of that. So the most helpful review, we got a 5 star. Says great phone for the price. Only had it for one day and I love it. It's fast, run apps very smoothly, and love the front flash on the camera. By far better than the Stylo that I had for only a week. So, I mean, I had this phone for about, like I said, overall a year. So, I ain't had a problem with it. I never did. It just, it got to me. But for the most critical, which is not really a bad critical, because it's a it's 3 stars. She said, I bought this phone yesterday, and let me start by saying it's absolutely beautiful. The screen is very large, all the apps run great, and it's plenty of storage. My biggest downfall and most sad thing of it all is that the camera quality absolutely sucks. It's very grainy. It just looks like you took a picture with an 1192 flip phone. Snapchat is my favorite guilty pleasure, and now I'm ashamed to post a picture due to a poor quality. If you all into taking pics or Snap or Instagram or Facebook, do not purchase this phone, and Boost Mobile will not let you exchange it. Unless you buy it from Best Buy and you got 14 days. But she also had a good point, and that's the point that Tulu had a problem with. Big shout out to him again. He he didn't like the phone. And like overall, I'm just looking at him like, how can you not like the phone? Like, this is like a reverse Note 2, just without the stylus. But it's his opinion, and he made valid points. And he said you just keeping it real. It's just for him. He just keeping it 100. He ain't lying to you. But to me, that's his opinion. You gotta respect that. You have to respect that. And looking at it, I'm like, I don't know. I gotta see, because me personally, right now, I gotta find the display. Nobody at Boost Mobile stores nor Best Buy has the display of the phone yet. I gotta have that display so I can have at least a feel of the phone before I even purchase the phone. Maybe tomorrow I'm gonna go to a Boost Mobile store and get a feel of it, and hopefully they got both phones, because I'm also interested in the LG Stylo 2, only because I got the Stylo 1, and that's a good price. $180 online with the mail rebate is $150. I don't do the $9.99 stuff, man. Don't care about that. But the feature is 6.0 Marshmallow, international capable phone, 5.7 HD IPS display with a 13 megapixel rear face camera with a 5 megapixel front camera. And pretty much same thing from the Stylo 1. And based off the reviews from both Aloha, Android, and Paul Tech, and even Tulu, this definitely is an upgrade towards the Stylo 1. And it's only because with the stylus, you could pull out the pen and you got these options that's pretty cool. That's like the same thing that the Note 5 do. So it's pretty cool to have them options where the Stylo 1 don't have. What else? The upgrade of the storage, 16 gigs of storage and 2 gigs of RAM. So for a fact it's an upgrade. So overall, this is a big upgrade. But what I saw from Tulu for his review of the Stylo 2 that actually made me like second guess, it's pretty light and it's skinny. Compared to the Stylo 1, it's very skinny. And I'm like, I don't mind my phone to be small, but not thin. And Stylo is not a thin phone. It's not small, but it's not a thin. It's not thin either. But overall rating is a 3.1 out of 5. I think Stylo 1 got a little higher, and 54% customers would recommend this product. So obviously, that's half of the world. I mean, it's not a bad rating, but let's see. The stars is 17 5 stars and 14 1 stars. I'm not going to talk about the 4 and 3 and 2 because that's in between. So I look at the main ones and the least one. And the most helpful review is Why couldn't we do this the first time? Now I have no issues with anything. Remember last year's 1 gig of RAM and 1 gig of storage. Are you kidding me? I love the second one so much better. It is like I said, it's an upgrade for us to Boost Mobile. Like it says, pretty much this Boost Mobile saying, you know what? We apologize for the Stylo 1. Here's Stylo 2. Where the Petro PCS version had that, like I mentioned about the Stylo 1. And they all have 2 gigs of RAM and 16 gigs of storage. So pretty much this is an upgrade as far as that. And the most critical phone is, I hate this phone. I bought this phone and I had nothing but problems since then. I don't get all my texts and notifications from the app. There is very little storage space. Now, to me, I think that's more of the Stylo 1. Because when I looked through this reviews, I'm like, when this person said this 8 gigs of storage, this is on the Stylo 2. Like, I want to show y'all real quick. I don't know if you can see that, but this one right here, it says internal storage is 8 gig. And look, I'm on the Stylo 2 page. So I don't understand why. I think they got the wrong Stylo. But even Android Aloha did the reviews on his video. You can go check that out. And he was like, I think they were saying about the Stylo 1. But pretty much both phones I like. And I'm interested in both. I'm going to say this real quick. Like, what I like and, like, what it could be the deal breaker on things. One thing I like about both phones is it's a budget phone. It's under $250, especially with the Stylo 2 being $180 and the J7 is $230. So the quality, the looks they are very good. But here's my deal breaker, maybe my downfall. Like I said, I'm keen on multitasking, and both of them will be smooth because the RAM and the storage. But what I noticed, not just with the LG Stylo, but just LG phones, period. I like being on Facebook, and the new feature is live stream. I would love to do some live stream videos, but I can't do that with the LG Stylo. So I had asked Android Aloha, can you get on Facebook Live with your LG Stylo 2? He said, no, I can't. This is not capable. I think it's based off your profile. But I mean, my fiance get on live with no problem, but she got the Galaxy Note 5. And I saw like on the video how to get on live. Some dude had the Motorola X, I think. I'm not sure which one, but he got on live. So I'm like, why we can't get on live? Especially with this, the LG G Stylo, it's damn near up there with the G4s and, the Note 2s, Note 3s. I don't know. I just think it's not capable for it. Where the Samsung Galaxy J7 is. I asked that question. This person said, yeah, you can. So I'm like, okay, that's a good thing. Another thing, I had Samsung Galaxy J7. You could get on, you could use your light. You have a flash in front. Now, most phones will have a flash and it be based off your screen. Not the J7, you got your own personal light, and I think that's a big plus. Especially you like to take a lot of selfies and you in the dark and stuff. Perfect. It's real perfect, and I think that's a big plus. With the LG, of course, I said before, the buttons in the back, and they made it more better because now the camera's on this side. Like the Stylo 1, the camera's on this side. You see my finger? The Stylo 2, the camera gonna be on this side, or the opposite of the other finger, which I think is cool. And the headphone jack will be on the bottom. The J7 got that too, but I think that's a big plus for the LG Stylo. is because, a lot of phones are starting putting their phone jacks in the bottom, and I think that's the best thing because a lot of people, including me, put their phones in their pocket from, earpiece first, and I think that would not bother the cord and whatnot. So pretty much, I'm asking y'all, where should I go? 'Cause, I mean, both phones are very good phones. It's just little small things I had a problem with. I like to multitask. I like to have a lot of music because I'm a music guy. I love music. On my old page, you see I posted some of my favorite songs with the lyrics, and I'm gonna do some again with this page as well. As soon as I see something I like, I might just post it up. No matter what it is. I'm just telling y'all. I'm asking y'all, man. What y'all think I should do? Should I get the J7 or should I get the Stylo 2? I mean, I'm leaning toward the J7. I did say I was gonna get it, but now I'm like, the Stylo 2 still calling my name because the features, small things. Yeah, I might not get on live on Facebook, but it shouldn't matter. Look what it got. It got it's more better than what you have now, and it's very affordable. But like you said, you get what you pay for. That's the old saying. So like, rate, subscribe to this channel. I will have more. I'm also will be doing reaction videos like a lot of people be doing. I might not have the video on the side or whatnot, but I will let y'all hear the videos and I'm gonna laugh or I'll, discuss it. Like I said on my introduction, I'm a game head. I love electronics. I love wrestling, basketball. Like, I just saw a notification saying the Cavs just whooped the hell out of Toronto, and I might talk about that, later on before the finals. My thoughts on that series at the end of pretty much at the end of the series. But this is John Square signing off. Like I said, like, rate, subscribe to this channel. Also, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. They all on the description. So all you gotta do is go down there and look and go follow me. I will follow you back with no problem. And see y'all soon.